All right. Here we are in Tucson, Arizona, in this TBM 900 once again, doing our last leg of a three-leg journey that we were doing primarily with the Beechcraft King Air 350. Now we're going to complete the last leg, Tucson, back to El Paso. Then the next flight after that will be a jet turbo aircraft. We're going to go ahead and pick up a flight with the airlines. But as you can see here, it's getting into the evening hours here on this Friday the 13th, 2020. Here in Tucson, let's get on board so we can at least get a nice dusk departure with the GPU outside. Give us a little charge before we get that door closed. Now if we come here, there's a load on there now. Now we see we got power coming up, so that should charge the battery. And in the meantime, we need to go back here and now close this door. Alright, and of course we need to lock that handle. Now everything is good to go. We can come back up here on board and start getting this aircraft ready to go. So what we're going to do is...
Auto warning, okay.
We are simply going to just go ahead and get this thing turned on. It is a little dark here in the cockpit, so first of all we need to work and make sure all of our lighting's on in here. And we are going to want to turn on our outside navigation light, of course. We looked and see if there's any interior panel lighting here. Let's see, CV light. Let's see, airframe.
Prop system test, okay.
Prop de-ice. Windshield. Still had some icing situation. That's exactly why the battery died, because that was still on there. So let's hit enter here, and that system will come up here in a second. There we go. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get the aircraft started. Before we do that, the altimeter he said was 3003. So that is all programmed in, and now we can get the aircraft started up. Alright, just taking a look down at the bottom. Parking brake is set. Strobes are on. So now what we're essentially going to come over here and do, we got to turn this boost pump to on, I'm sorry. And then you just simply come up and we're going to engage the starter. Okay, that looks good. Bring her into low idle. Now we just simply have to monitor all of our engine systems here, and we want to make sure that this starter and ignition go off here. Alright. On battery. Let's connect the GPU. Alright, now we can do an up and over. Alright, we'll wait for that to stabilize. Be at the opposite end. So let's go ahead and get our taxi lights on. And everything else looks good to go. You can see now the battery has charged up to an ample amount, simply because
Charlie Whiskey cross folds at or above 8,000.
we allowed it to recharge by sitting here. Alright, without further ado, should be quite the scenic.
Over to departure, the Max 0, thanks.
Should be quite the scenic departure here. Alright, we are on Alpha. Cruising right along. And we'll take this all the way down
2,200 for 9,000.
to Alpha 17.
153 Mike 0, cast, get departure, radar contact, turn right heading 120, Victor to join Victor 452.
120, the Mike 0.
Alpha 17.
Aurora 153 Mike 0, Seattle Center, roger.
All right,
Maintain
parking brake is set.
Eugene altimeter 2986.
Let's come in here and boom, we'll switch to the tower frequency, and of course then we'll just get the departure. Frequency so we can turn it over, and we are ready to go. Tucson Tower number 350 Kilo Tango, holding short runway 29 right, ready for departure.
Number 350 Kilo Tango, Tucson Tower, wind 340, 7 runway 29 right, cleared for takeoff.
29 right, clear for takeoff, number 350 Kilo Tango. Alright, so we are cleared for takeoff. Let's just do one thing here. Let's make sure you can see here our flight plan's got this white line, so this is the first leg right here. We'll hit the Tulsa VOR.
Still on the ground, Walker 306, IFR to North Bend.
We'll be ready to go. We're actually going to take off
306
on a, looks like a western heading, so then we'll have to climb right and go direct towards the Tulsa VOR, so that's no big deal there. And we're going up to 17,000. All right, without further ado, let's get our landing lights on, and everything else is good to go. Parking brake is released. Alright, just straighten ourselves up here. Alright.
Walker 306 is clear to the North Bend Airport.
Power
Helena
is
4
set.
departure to Helena, then as filed, maintain 9,000, expect level 28010 minutes after departure. Squawk, correction,
Back
3763.
on that torque a little bit, watching those engine parameters.
Clear to the North Bend
B1
Airport,
will
Helena
rotate.
4 departure, Helena, then as filed, climb maintain 9,000, expect flight level 28010 minutes after, and squawk 3763 for Walker 306.
She likes to go
306,
nose up a lot here. Alright, start making our right turn. Flaps up. Now while we're doing that, we're going to come here, we're going to say direct. Aircraft looks to be doing pretty good on the climb.
Contact the Albuquerque Center now, 128.45 day.
Albuquerque Center 128.45. Good day to you, number 350 Tango. Alright, 12845. And 45, switching over. Albuquerque Center, November 350 Kilo Tango, 14,100, climbing 17,000.
November 350 Kilo Tango, Albuquerque Center, good evening. Climbing 10, flight level 210 and leaving 17,000, clear direct San Simon.
Up to flight level 21,000 and leaving 17,000, clear direct San Simon, November 350 Kilo Tango. Alright, so once we get to 17,000, we will be cleared direct San Simon. So essentially, well, let's get that ready. We'll come over here to this GPS and back to the flight plan. And we'll highlight that and hit direct. And here in a second, once we get to 17,000, I'll just simply hit enter and it'll be a wrap. We'll be ready to go. So nothing too bad there at all. Just about listening to instructions actually. All right, we got about 1,000 to go. We're climbing at about 1,800 feet. We're going a little slower. However, we're able to somewhat maintain this climb at such a great climb rate. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into the vertical speed mode, and now we can hit enter. Now the aircraft is going to change course, and of course we should come here. And we'll take this to about 1,000 feet per minute so we can pick up on the speed a little bit. You can see that sun glaring off. So now what you see here is we're going up about 1,000 feet per minute, which I'm manually doing it. You can see we're in the vertical speed mode, and I've adjusted that. Got our yaw damper on autopilot. We are direct San Simon, and it'll be there in 73 nautical miles following the GPS. So now that we're at flight level 180, we can come over here and push this to standard. Now the barometric pressure and the altimeter is in the standard mode. Bit hazy over there. Different direction, but another thing that we should do is go ahead and get that ATIS. So the ATIS there is 120 even. So let's come here, click this, and 120. 1200. Let's see what we get.
El Paso International Airport. Basic information November 00510. Windcom. Visibility 10. Dew clouds at 52,000. Temperature 100. Dew point -6. Altimeter 3001. Arriving and departing runway 22. 26 left. 26 right. Visual approach is indicated. RFP approach is available upon pilot request.
Alright, so we got information November there. Altimeter is 3001, which we already knew. And we will be landing on runway 22 or 26. Alright, landing gear is down. Flaps are coming down.
NorCal approach, Carbon Cap, Golf Delta November has information Yankee. Try Golf Delta November, thanks.
Airspeed.
Alright, coming up with airspeed slightly.
500.
Papa November. Contact Reno Tower 118.7. Good night. Reno Tower 118.7. Delta Papa November. Good night.
Alright, we are
Reno
on
Tower, this is Carbon Cup Golf,
Quebec.
Charlie Golf Delta Papa November at 7,500. Charlie Golf Delta Papa November, Reno Tower, enter the right downwind runway 34, right, report midfield. The Reno altimeter is through 2985.
Alright.
Okay, 2985, we're entering the right downwind for runway 34 right, Reno, for Delta Papa November. Number 0 Kilo Tango. Let's see, turn right on Juliet there and then contact ground point niner.
Right on Juliet, over to ground over 1350. Some taxi information in here, pulling up my chart. Alright, let's get a look where we're at here now.
153 Mike Surveyor, contact log.
So, we are on, if you find runway 22, we got off essentially on Quebec. We're going to take a right on Juliet and come all the way in, just to let you guys know that. Paso ground over 350 Kilo Tango, emerging on taxiway Juliet.
350 Kilo Tango, Paso ground, say parking.
I think we're just going to go park off of the hangars off of taxiway Golf.
Monsieur Kilo Tango, roger, taxi to parking then via Juliet and Golf. Cross runway 8 right at Golf.
Taxi to parking via Juliet Golf, cross runway 8 at Golf 4350 Kilo Tango. Alright, so we got our taxi instructions in. We're just going to take this Juliet all the way down.
Walker 306, contact the Seattle Center now 125.1.
Golf should be our next left.
Walker 306, Seattle Center, good evening. Charlie Golf Delta Papa November, wind 270 at 11, runway 34 right, clear to land. Clear to land, runway 34 right for Delta Papa November.
Be runway 8 here. Alright. Landing light back on since we're crossing the runway here. This should be golf. And we can go ahead and get that light back down. Alright, here's the hangars. Alright. Now let's go ahead and turn our transponder off. Transponder is to standby.